Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and you join us in time for a puzzle that is entirely region sum lines. That's the only extra rule apart from normal Sudoku rules. This is by Erin Tola, who's appeared on the channel Solving with Simon as a prize for winning one of our monthly Patreon rewards. Now there's a current Patreon monthly reward with the same prize, getting to solve a puzzle with Simon for the channel. Erin has done it, and a great solve she put in as well. But she's also constructed puzzles for the channel before, and here she is again with a puzzle called Pinwheel. So we will look at that in a moment. Really looking forward to it. So that current Patreon reward is on Patreon, obviously. It's called Regeneration. It's a sort of worm-based Sudoku hunt, and do give it a try. There's crosswords and connections videos there as well. There's also, of course, SVEN'S SUDOKU PAD in the links under the video, and all of our apps which do feature line Sudoku, as well as Fog of War Sudoku and the latest SUDOKU Worms by Marty Sears and James Sinclair, and we think they're brilliant. Now, this puzzle is called Pinwheel because I presume the central diagram looks like whatever a pinwheel is, and I'm not entirely, I suppose it's a pin that attaches a sort of windmill that blows around, is it? Or am I thinking of paper windmills and they're different? I don't know. Anyway, clearly that's the central motif here. But the rules are very straightforward. Normal Sudoku rules apply. 1 to 9 will go in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. And box borders divide a blue line into segments with the same sum. So that segment will be the same total as that one. This will be the same total as those two and that one. Obviously the sum can be different for different lines. Give it a try on the first link under the video. I am going to start now, see how I do. Let's get cracking. So we've got a line up here that is 2 versus 5 cells. Now, I have seen that a few times in a puzzle before, and I always know now that that means that this line has to add to at least 15 and no more than 17 in each segment. How do I know that? Because these are 5 cells, they all have to be different digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the minimum, that's 15. These are 2 cells that have to be different digits. 9, 8 is the maximum, and that's 17. So somewhere between 15 and 17 inclusive lies our N for this line. And I suppose we know that those digits are from 6, 7, 8, 9. These ones, well, I don't know. They could go up to a 7. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 17. They must include the digits 1, 2, and 3. If you tried doing it with 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, you'd come out too many. Okay, there's a 1 cell against 3 cells here. Look how Erin has very cleverly used this cell and cut the lines just short so they don't overlap different lines. Anyway, this digit is 6, 7, 8, or 9 as well, because those 3 cells must be at least 1, 2, 3, summing to 6, 7, 8, or 9. This digit is obviously the same as this one because it's a 1 cell segment twice on the line. Then this pair will add to the same total, and I don't know what that total is. Okay, it's time to finally confront the elephant in the room, the pinwheel in the center. Now what have we got? We've got a 4 cell segment, then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. Richie Benno would be delighted. So the 4 cell segment means all the 2 cell segments are at least a total of 10. Oh, of course, in this central box, look at that, we have 4 segments of the same total. Right. Here's a secret that I sometimes share with my favourite people, and that's you. So every row, column, and indeed box in a Sudoku adds up to the same total. We know the total. It's the sum of the digits 1 to 9. It is 45. So 3 Four sets of these dominoes plus that cell equals 45. 4 times what leaves a 1-digit Sudoku number? 4 times 9 would leave a 9 there. 4 times 9 is 36, plus the 9 is 45. 4 times 10 is obviously 40, plus a 5 is 45. 4 times 11 is 44. So that central digit is 1, 5, or 9. Now, if it's a 1, this segment, what did we say this adds up to? Oh, this adds up to at least 10. So, sorry, this is very obvious. These dominoes are not adding up to 9. So the one we can take out of there is the 9. If they all added up to 9, it would be a 9 in the center. That's gone. So now these either add up to 10 or 11. The end for this line is clearly either 10 or 11. And this sum is 10 or 11. And again uses the digits 1, 2, 3. And then the other digit is either 4 or 5. If it's 11, we've got 1, 2, 3, 5. If it's 10, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's 10, that digit is a 5. Oh, if it's 11, this digit is a 1 from the sum of the central box. And then that's going to make that one a 1, and this a 2, 3, 5 set. Now, we've also got this segment, which adds up to 10 or 11. 10 or 11 is the N on this pinwheel line. Oh, that means this digit can't be more than 5, because that one can't be less than 6. And now we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quad. And everything else in the column is 6, 7, 8, or 9. Okay, I'm going to change my color scheme now. Let's try and remember that those two are the same. But I'm going to color 6, 7, 8, and 9 orange. Those cells that we've identified are all a set of 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm even going to colour, and this might change, but I'm going to start by colouring everything from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue. And you'll see why in a second, because box 2, we've found 4 digits that are all orange. And with this colour scheme, every box is going to have 4 orange and 5 blue digits. So I'm going to make all of these blue. As well put in the candidate digits. Now, these, yes, right, just as this pair on this pinwheel line is orange and blue, I think whether we're adding to 10 or 11, we're always going to get orange and blue, one of each. Let me just, yes, if you had the 2 minimum orange, they would add to 13. If you had the 2 maximum blue, they would add to 9. So to get to 10 or 11, we're always having a pair of orange, blue, orange, blue. So I can colour those cells. Now I've got 4 in this column that are blue, and there must be 1 there as well, because again, that's one of each. So these 2 are orange. Right, that digit is the same as that one on this little 4-cell line. So they're both orange. We've got 3 blues in the central box. We've got 1 orange and 1 blue there, 1 orange and 1 blue here. Now, what about this row where we've got 3 oranges? Or this row? Now, on this 5-cell sum, let's just think that through. Oh, hang on, what about these? If that's a 6 or a 7, oh no, oh, hey. If that's 6, 7 or 8, all these 3 are blue. The only way that might not be true is if that is a 9, and then 6 could be in this set. Oh, that's annoying. Down here we've got 2 oranges and 1 blue. Where is this digit in box 9? It can't be in any of those cells. This digit, I'm just going to give it a yellow flash. It's the same in both of those cells. It can't sit in any of those by Sudoku. It can't sit on its own line because it would be sitting with another digit and break the total. So that yellow digit is in one of those two. Not that thrilling perhaps, but certainly something going on there. Maybe for later. I'm still interested in row 3 and this pair. What's going on with this pair? Don't know. This pair is on the pinwheel. That's 10 or 11. But this could be, well, it couldn't be a 1. Oh yes it could. It could be 9-1. Sorry. I must have been thinking too hard about 11. Okay, what else can we find? I don't know. I want to find a 4th orange in this row. And maybe my colour scheme is not the way to solve this, but it was going very nicely for a moment. Those two, I don't know, it's easy to say, yeah, they must include a blue, but that's not interesting. Okay, let's think about this one. If those are 3 blue, which seems very likely, then these are 3 oranges, and that's a double orange. And that's quite powerful. No, I don't know. They could only add up to 13 then. Sorry, I can't work this out quite. Something is still ticking away as going on. This doesn't look very useful to me. These have to include at least 1 high, and that's giving a lot of flexibility to this total. This pair's interesting. Okay, I'll tell you something about this line. You can't have the same pair of digits on both segments because they would both sit here and make that one unable to be one of those 2 digits. And that means that the line can't have a segment total of 16 or 17. Which would be the same pair, 9-7 or 9-8. And therefore, if we are forced to make these 3 orange, this pair has to add up to no more than 15. I don't know, I find that interesting, but maybe I need to work more on this set, adding up to 10 or 11, and using the 1, 2, 3. So these digits, at an absolute minimum of 4, 6, 7, I suppose that could still add up to 10, which is the given minimum total for this group. So again, it's not quite getting me home. Wow, I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on. Maybe I need to divide up into little pairs. Oh, hang on. What if this was... bingo, right, got it. What if this was a 1? That's really interesting. If this was a 1, these pairs would all be 11 sums, wouldn't they? Because they'd add up to 44. Therefore, 11 would be the segment total, and this would be a 1, 2, 3, 5 group. Then we would have 2, 3, 5 here and 1 here. This digit would become 4. And this would have to be a 7. This would be a 4-7 pair to make up the 11 domino. Now we run into a problem, because if that's a 7, this group of cells needs to be 1, 2, 4, clashing with our putative 4 there. So that is not what is happening. And therefore we now know that this is not a 1, this is a 5. the segment total along the whole of this line is 10. And there's loads of dominoes on it. Okay, there's no 5 in this group, so it doesn't let me fill in any of these digits, but it does stop that being a 5, which actually it being a sum of 10 already did. Now, still, oh no, it can be a 7. Any of those combos is still possible, but at least we know it's 10. Okay, what I am tempted to do is employ the pen tool, which has a little X marker. And if we have an XV Sudoku, we put an X in between two cells which have to add up to 10. So I can do that again and again on the dominoes on this line. And I'm going to, just to remind myself that all of these dominoes sum to 10, and we know it. Got a 5. These digits are 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now, what we could also do at this point is to consider the pairs. By which I mean, could we start thinking about colouring the pairs in some way, or... Okay, let's get rid of that yellow for a bit and just remember that it exists. I don't know, I'm pondering dividing and conquering by... Ah, no, here we go, here's a good thing. Right, I was wondering whether there could be an orange here. That would happen if this was a 1, 2, 6 triple. But that would be a 9, and now that would be a 1, clashing with the 1, 2, 6. So this is not a 1, 2, 6 triple, therefore there is no 6 in it, and they're all blue. And now we've got 5 blues in row 3, and those are orange, and now these two have to add to at least 13 and be matched here. Oh, and one of these is a 6 or a 7. You can't make... Oh no, that's not necessarily true, is it? Because this could be 15. Actually, that's quite likely. Okay, I don't know that one of these is a 6 or a 7 and the 4th orange in the box. This could be the 4th orange in the box still. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I've got to calm down a bit. So, that, okay, this digit is part of this 1, 2, 3, 4 group with those. So is this digit. So they're the same. Ah, that's interesting. That means that this digit, I'm going to make it yellow, which we know is the same as that digit, could be this one. Because that pink could go there. That pink is either there or one of these two. So yellow in box 5 is either there or one of these two. Okay, this might be worth doing. Now, this one is not pink and yellow. So we'll make it green and green. And that digit must be in one of those cells and one of these. Is that any use? No. Yes, it is some use. That green is here in box 2. We know this isn't yellow because that can't be pink. Yeah, this is a good way. Oh, hang on. Yes, that is here in box 2. That's green. The green version of orange. I think this is how we're going to have to go about this. It's a bit strange, but try and bear with my idea. Now, these two are non-green yellow. Okay, so this is the only place where yellow can go in column 5. Yellow goes with purple on an X, or pink, so that's pink. I feel like we've done something, even if we... Okay, that is the green and dark green. So we've got... none of these are 5s, because those aren't by pencil marking and those are on an X. So the 5 in box 2 is one of those, and these don't have a 5 in. So these ones will have colours if we're going to be colouring the 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. and they will form 10 partnerships either in those stripes or in those diagonals. Now, what can we tell about this group or this group, which feature bright green? Not much, maybe. If that was a 6, this is a 4, and this is 1, 2, 3, and that's 5. If that's a 5, this is, sorry, if that's a 7, this is 1, 2, 4, that's 3, and that's 5 again. But if this is 8, we could get 5 into this group. Except we couldn't, because that would be 1, 2, 5, and that would be 2. So this would be 5 again in that case. If this is 9, we can't put 1, 3, 5 here. That's so weird. However these break up, they can never contain 5, because you'd get a clash here. If that was 9, putting a 5 here would also put 1 here and there. If that was an 8, putting a 5 here would also put 2 here and here. And 7 and 6 don't take a 5 there, so this is a 5. That's weird. That's a weird finding. But it's cool. Now, what next? So if that's a 9, this is 1, that's 2, 3, 4. If that's 8, this is 2, that's 1, 3, 4. What do I know? I haven't limited any of these 6, 7, 8, 9s at all. That feels very strange. Ah, this yellow digit is appearing up here on this blue line. Yeah, I've got you. I've got you, Mr. Yellow. You must be 6 or 7 to be on this line. Right, now we're off to the races. So pink is a 3 or a 4 to go with the 6 or 7 on an X. Now, that 6 or 7 is appearing up here. It is the 4th orange in the box. Everything else in row 2 must be blue. That doesn't tell us where the 4th orange is in row 2, but all of these are blue. This one is it 5 or it could be 4? It's whatever isn't on this. This group of cells has a 6 or a 7 in it. Ah, so the total is now not 15, it's at least 16. And 9 must be in one of those 2 cells. And 6 must not be in them. And that can't be 9 anymore. So, this is either 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, if that's a 9, 7 pair. And then this would be 6, that makes sense. Or it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and that's a 9, 8 pair, and this can be 7. But there is another possibility. It could be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And this is a 6, and that is then a 9, 8 pair, and that's a 7. And that's annoying, because that is possible. This digit is going to be the 4 or 5 left out of this group. But I thought I was going to be able to narrow it down, and I can't. Okay, now, that was 6 or 7. This pair now can't add up to 13. Ah, and it adds up to at least 14. It can't use 6 and 7 because of that. So this adds up to at least 14. But because we can't put the same 2 digits there as there, or there'd be a clash in this cell, it can't add up to more than 15. 15 is the maximum sum where we can put 2 digits in and have 2 different digits here. So I think this adds up to 14 or 15. This therefore adds up to 14 or 15. This is going to use the other lower digit from 6 or 7 to get to 14 or 15. And this digit is going to be 8 or 9. And these two, this is interesting. I wish I could colour them. I can colour that one because 14 is the minimum sum here. And that could be done by 5, 9, which would put a blue digit here, a 5 specifically. But this can never be blue. And this is at least 5 in its own right. So, I mean, I could just pencil mark these things, which might make some sense. Now, I probably have to do something else with the other colours. These two colours that I haven't even assigned. In fact, can I find dark green? It's not there. Oh, I was quite wrong when I said these two are either X stripes or X diagonals, because one of them goes with that one, which is not dark green. So it doesn't go with that to make a 10. Now, 1 and 2 must obviously be in this group, along with either 3 or 4, making up the total of 6 or 7. Oh, one of these is yellow because of Sudoku. And one of these is the green version of 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'm on the verge of colouring other things, but I might make a complete fool of myself. Oh, hang on, if this was a 6, 8 pair adding up to 14, and this was 5 and 9, then all of 6, 8, 5, 9 would see those cells. No, it's not that interesting. Right, where's pink? Oh no, that's not quite right in this row. What I'm seeing is that these can't be yellow and pink because yellow's there. Yellow and pink go together as an X pair. They can't be there because of that. They also can't be here. So neither of these is pink. And I was wondering, is that yellow and pink or not? And I don't know. Sorry, I don't know. Oh, one of these is yellow. That could be yellow. I hadn't even thought of that. Pink would have to be in one of those cells, not forming an X with it, I think. Don't think about pink. Oh, in this row, we've got 2 blues. We're going to get another one here. That's a third one. Oh, hang on. Over here, we're going to get an orange on here. That's, well, it could be the 4th or it could be the 3rd, depending on whether that's blue or orange. Okay, let's think a bit about this. Can this be a 6, 8 pair? Then we'd have 7 there, 9 here. And this would be a 5, 9 pair. And 9s would both be looking at that cell. There's not really a problem with that. Oh, I can't work this out. Right. Oh, we noticed up here that this is 7, 8 or 9, so this digit can't be a 6. And this one can't be a 4. This dark green is a 1, 2 or a 3. What say you to that? We've got the pink and the dark green. This is one colour. Okay, what... Let's say that one of these is a new version of blue that we'll call red. Then that's not red. That's the version, the 4th version of blue, which we'll call grey. Then grey is over here with its partner, which is one of these two. Red's partner is one of those two as well. Oh, and down here, we don't have that sort of green or red's partner. We have grey's partner and yellow. So that would be grey's partner or yellow. Oh, what about this then? Right, This can't be green, and it can't be the grey version, because that would be a clash in that cell. If this was grey and its partner, what could you put there? Neither. So this is either red or yellow and its partner. I can't quite work this out. I'm sorry. Right, this is a set of the 4 coloured dominoes. Yes, this is. Look at this group of cells. They're all X's, and this pair can't be the same as that pair. That must be 2 of the 4 X possibilities. That's a third one, because that cell couldn't be either of that pair or that pair. Oh, hang on. I was going to say this is the 4th one, but this could also be this grey one reversed, couldn't it? Oh, yeah, you're right. Bother. Oh, and where's the 5 in this row, you numpty? It's in one of those cells, because it's not on an X. That's absolutely simple. So this is not a 5. So this is orange. And now this pair can't add up to 14, because they'd have to be 6, 8 like that pair, and it would create a clash there. So this pair adds up to 15, and this pair adds up to 15. And, ooh, and that's interesting, I think. I don't quite know why. None of these cells can be 6, 7, 8 or 9. So that one's blue. And now in this box, this is why. We've got 3 oranges and there must be another one there. All of these are blue and they include a 5 in one of those 2 cells, which I was too dumb to realise about. Now, the other digit here, if that was grey and grey, if that was a pair of greys, which is very possible, then over here, that digit and the one of these that isn't 5 are the yellow pair. Oh no, they're the 4th pair in this kind of group. Ah, if these were 4 different versions over here, one there, one there, one there, and one there, then if they were 4 different versions, oh, then these digits would include one of those and one of those. Oh, okay, that didn't quite work. Oh, I've just seen 5s in one of those cells. That's not thrilling. Oh, there's something going on. I can't work it out. I can't work it out. I'm being very dense. There's no extra rules, there's no negative constraints. I just need to work out what's going on. One of these is orange, one of these is orange, one of these, one of these, one of these, one of these. That's not interesting. Oh, the pinwheel doesn't go around quite far enough for me. Sorry, bear with me, I need to think of something clever. Is it to do with these pairs being an 8, 9? Well, that pair adds to 15. In this row, that pair must add to 15. Now, I haven't previously tried to connect high pairs that add to 15, but that's an interesting thought. Oh, it means, of course, this is a group of 4 different coloured cells. Which one is yellow? Well, it can't be in rows 3 or 4, so that one's yellow. Oh, well, that's interesting. Now one of these 2 is yellow, so this is the yellow pair. Yellow goes with pink. And that's the grey pair. This could be a grey pair as well. I haven't ruled that. Over here, I feel like there's a pair, but I haven't proved it. Now, yellow goes with pink. That digit, oh, yellow is 6 or 7. So this one is 8 or 9 and must be the digit here. They're the same digit. But I don't know, it could be this green one, or it might not be. I don't see a way I have of telling. That is the same digit and appears in one of these cells. This yellow, let's keep trying to place yellow then, I suppose. We've got one there. Highlight the yellows. Yes, this is not yellow, so that can't be yellow. So the yellow in column 6 is here, and is 6 or 7. That rules out all of these from being yellow, which isn't that exciting. These are ruled out from being yellow. This can't be yellow because that would be a yellow-pink pair and clash with that. So all of these can't be yellow in this box. I don't know. That's not quite enough. That's the only X I have in the box. Right, this is the red pair, this is the grey pair. This could be a grey pair or it could be a red pair. This is high. Don't know which way round those go. Do I know more about these? I know one of those is a 9. That feels... Well, okay, the one up here is a 6 or a 7, so 9's in one of those, 9's in one of those, 9's in one of these cells. Not really conclusive, is it? That could be a 9 if that was a 1. Now, do we know something here? We know that the pink is there, and then 1 and 2 are in this group along with some other colour of cell. Grey is there, grey is there, grey is here. Obviously, actually this is the other 3 colours, so they will include dark green, and one of those is dark green. And they will include red, and one of those is red, one of those is red. So these are red and dark green in some order. Yes, that's obvious because I've sort of labelled everything. Now, there's one here that is not a 5, and it's not yellow. It could be grey. I don't know. This pair is either 3, 7 or 4, 6. If there's something going on that allows me to narrow this down further and I just can't work it out. I've got that as 7, 8 or 9. There was some reason I took 6 out of it. I think it was because 6 was in one of those cells in this box. Yes, either that or that is a 9. That's true in the column as much as in row 2. Oh, and this is not a pair that adds to 15. So over here, now that does mean something. That means this pair does add to 15. So those 2 cells aren't both here. One of those 2 is this one. One of these 2 is that one, which is the same as that one. Now, what does that mean? Is it green or is it not? I just don't know. It's not yellow, obviously. It's possible for that to be the same as that, but only if they're both 8s. And then this would be a 7, and this would be a 6, 9 pair, and that would be 8, 7. And something, yeah, that would work. 1, 2, 4 would be here. That would be a 3. I can't quite see a disambiguator here. There must be one, but I can't see it. These are obviously from 1, 2, 3, 4. That one I don't know. That could be a 5 still. Okay, if that was 9, 7, this digit would be a 6. And this would be a 7, 8 pair. And that would be 9. What does that do? I don't know. What digit is this? It's not yellow, so it's one of those two. Ah, so it appears here. It's in the grey sector. So if we make grey low, go with light blue high in those, then this is light blue. And that's light blue, and then that can't be here. And it's from the same set, so this is now grey and low. Goodness me, that's hard to get to. Well, it is if you're me. And that is orange and high and light blue. It's the same digit as this one. And that is an X pair in the row. And now that one is not the same as that. So this is not the grey pair. This must be the red pair. It's not yellow, green or grey. This is the red pair, which I haven't given the high colour, the high number a colour yet. And I've run out of colours. That is my problem now. I've run out of colours completely. So let's make the high one white there. That's a really silly colour, I know, but I've kind of run out of all the colours I have available, and I want to keep the blue and orange going, so sorry about that. So this is, those two are an X pair, because they're both in the red set. And one of these is in the grey pair. Well, oh no, grey goes with light blue. So red there, oh, this has got to be the high digit. We need 4 high digits in this row. That is so obvious now. And yeah, I couldn't see it. So this is the high white digit. And this is the low red digit. And this can't be the low red digit. This is the high white digit. And this is the low red digit, yes. Okay, now, can we do, yes, this can't be red because it sees both red bits. It can't be yellow, and it can't be the light blue grey one. So this is double green. Wow, I mean, this is bonkers, but it works, it works. And that means this colour is not green, yellow, or light blue. It's high, and it's the other colour, which is white. And that means that white is an 8 or 9 when it's high. And it's going with a red 1 or 2 to make the X's. Goodness me. And the red 1 or 2 is in these cells, because we've got one there and one there. So one of those is red. I don't want to mark that exactly. But we've got red there, we've got dark green there. The other two colours of low digit are grey and yellow, and they're in these cells. And now this can't be the yellow digit. Goodness me. No, that was inaccurate, because the yellow digit I'm looking for up here is high, not low. So in fact, I shouldn't have coloured these yellow. What does yellow go with? Pink. That's what they are. Sorry, they're grey and pink. Maybe it is time to get rid of all the, I don't know. I'm getting used to my colour scheme now, so I'm sticking with it. Now, these are low from 1, 2, 3, 4. Either that's low and is the 4th one of those in the row, which would make that high, or this is low. One of these two has to be low for this total of 6 or 7. In fact, they can barely be high. They can only be a 6, 1 if one of these was high. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. This is the white, that's the white, that's the white. This is yellow, yellow, yellow. Ah, pink, pink. That can't be pink, obviously. That's grey. This is pink. Grey, grey. Ooh, one of these is grey. And then we've had grey, red, pink, and what's the other low colour? It's one of the greens. Dark green we need in this row. Oh, I don't know, it could be there, couldn't it? This colour scheme is sort of working, but it's quite difficult to keep on top of. Oh, right, these are 5 and 2 orange digits. Goodness me. It's so blindingly obvious and I couldn't really see. I don't know how to colour them. Don't dare do it. Right, one of those is 5. This is from 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't know. Yellow, 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 light blue, light blue. One of these is light blue. Oh, and I've got this 15 sum. So one of the 15 sums is grey and white. That's a 15 sum. The other one is the 2 other colours, which, oh, see, so that's white, isn't it? Because that had to be the same as this one. These 2 colours are light green and light blue in some order, and they add up to 15 when one sees them together. I mean, I don't know if... Oh, so that can't be light blue, because then they wouldn't add up to 15 here. There we go. So that's light blue. Light blue is 6, 7 or 8. Going with 2, 3 or 4, which is grey. 2, 3 or 4. Okay. And this one is, which colour is left for their highs? Thank goodness we knew this didn't add up to 15. It is white. Yes, it is white. And that one can't be 7. That's 8 or 9. And appears down here somewhere. Okay. Okay. Well, it's actually still baby steps, but step by step by step, despacito, we will get there. Right. Now, what next in this row? We've had lots of highs, but not all of... We don't know here. I don't think we know. I can't see how we know. In this column I've coloured everything. Extraordinary. Everything very specifically. Oh, there's the light blue cell to be placed in one of those 2. Don't know which one yet. I don't think that's been resolved up here. Oh yes, it has, because the green-green pair is pointing at that, so that's not green. So that's light blue, and that's not, and this is light blue, and that one is green. And what did we know about the numbers? We knew that light blue apparently was 6, 7 or 8. And we know that it adds up to 15 with green, which is not 6. That is true. So 6 is in one of those cells. This is a double green. Okay, what's that going to tell us? I didn't know this would be a complete colouring puzzle. I mean, I suppose, no, I don't think it was obvious. Well, it wasn't to me. It just shows you can do these for a long time and still not really know what you're coming up against each time, which makes it more fun, in my view. Now, one of these is the yellow 6, 7, and the other one, I don't know. Do I know? No, I don't know where the 1, 2, where the 4 or 5 is up there. Okay, I do know that grey, oh look at that, grey can't be in any of those cells because of this grey and that grey. So grey's in one of those 2. I don't want to mark that because I'm only marking possible cells where I can pair them up at the moment. Now, yellow plus white adds up to 15. So those 2 add up to 15 and those 2 add up to 15. Is that? No, that's not of any interest. Oh, I'll tell you what, it is of some interest. Yellow and white add up to 15. Right, these cells add up to 20 because they're 2 X pairs. So these 2 add up to 5 if those 2 add up to 15. Pink and red add up to 5 together, and similarly dark green and grey add up to 5 together. This pair adds up to 5 together. Is that? useful? That means the low digit there and the 1 or 2 here add up to 5. No, doesn't do anything. Yet. Doesn't do anything yet. Oh, no, I was going to say those 2 add up to 5, but I don't have that at all. No. Oh, well, I might do. Grey and pink. No, they don't add up to 5 because pink and red add up to 5. So these 2 definitely don't add up to 5. Pink is 3 or 4. Hadn't transferred that knowledge. Grey is 2, 3 or 4. I had transferred that, but not up here. That is 2, 3 or 4. This is going to eventually collapse when we get 1 digit somewhere, somehow. I don't know how that's going to happen, but I'm determined it will. He said, confidently, with no confidence. Pink, pink, pink. Oh no, sorry. Light blue, light blue, light blue, light blue. One of these is light blue. One of these 3 is light blue. I still don't know what this pair is at all, except that they're not the pink-yellow pair. Oh, I do. They're not the red-white pair either, because that's looking at that cell. So these are either the green pair or the grey pair. Oh, and blue, blue. If they're not the light blue and grey pair, then that's light blue. Which would make that definitely light blue, which would make that definitely light blue. That would be really, really, really helpful. But they probably are light blue and grey, in which case, what do we know about grey then? One of these 2 would be grey. I've already got those. One of those 2 would be grey. I can't see how that does it. Oh my, Erin. What's going on? So, these add up to somewhere between 11 and 17, same as these. That adds up to 10. If that was 11 and that was 10, these would be a 9, 8, 7 triple to make up the box total. Now, that is 6, 7 or 8. Do we know these colours? Do we? We've had the bright green, the white and the yellow here, but we have not had the colour light blue. Yes, we have. That's here. That's the 4th high one. So these are both blue, dark blue. Oh, that's interesting. Hadn't spotted that clearly. This one is on the line. Pink is in one of those 2 cells. And grey is in one of those 3. No, I don't know that. They could be here and here. Talking absolute tripe yet again. Okay, come on. How is that helping? We've got 3 blues in this row. We're going to get a 4th one from 1, 2, 3, 4. This one could be 5 though in the column. Bother. If it was, that would be 5 and this would be a 4. Now, what about this pair? Green and white, they add up to 16 or 17 for this equivalence up here. And that means these other 2 add up to 14 or 13. That doesn't seem to change anything. Those 2 add up to 14 or 13. No, I can't see what that does. Excuse me. A second. Sorry about that. Right. What does that mean? That means red. Oh, I can't place it. I can't place it. 52 minutes, you muppet. What are you doing, Mark? One of the... They can't be red and white. They can't be... Hang on. They can't be yellow and pink. So they're either double green or grey and light blue. And indeed, light blue is in one of these three, isn't it? It's so frustrating. Either that is light blue and that is light blue and that one, or it's here in one of these. Oh, if that was grey and light blue, we've got red there, pink there, grey and light blue and pink. This could be, I don't know, red and dark green are here, along with grey. That's not tidying itself up, is it? Oh, this digit is 6, 7 or 8. I don't know if that's any good. One of these is a 9. That doesn't do anything. It's all to do with this pair. Are they 16 or 17? Okay, let's think it through. If this was a 6, that would be a 4. This pink, that would be 4, 6. So this would be 1, 2, 3. And this pair would have to be 5 and 1. That's interesting. If this was 6, we'd have a 4 here. This would be a 5, 1 pair. And red would be a 2. That's no good. Because yellow and white add up to 15 in this row. Remember, that pair adds up to 15. Yellow and white add up to 15. We're going to crack this now, suddenly. Might be finished in an hour. Nonsense, but anyway. Yellow and white add up to 15. So, if yellow was 6, that 1, 2, 3, and this 6, 4 make that a 5, 1 pair. That makes this a 2 and that a 9, and they don't add up to 11. So yellow is 7. Right, I think I should, well, okay, let's just highlight as we go. Yellow is 7, and those are all 7. This is now a 7, 3 pair. This is not 7 and 3 in this one. We've now got an 8, 9, 1, 2 quad. That's a 3. All of these pinks are 3s. This is a 6, 4 pair here. And that is light blue and grey. So light blues are 6s. Ooh, that's a bit of a surprise in box 9. That's a 9 to make the 15 sum. So the green is a 9, the bright green. This is a 9, 1 pair. I can probably get rid of all the colouring in a moment because it is a bit funky. That's a 2, that's an 8. Look at this. I mean, the digits are going in now. This is a 1 to finish the box. That's a 2, 5 pair. This has to be a 4 now. Grey is a 4. That's worth colouring. Now, we don't have a 3 there. We don't have 6 or 7 here. This is a 1, 2 pair at the top that I can't organise. That's an 8. We've got a 17 sum here. We can add the box up. 17 and 23 is 40. That's a 5. That fixes 2 and 5 down there. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So one of those is a 7. Oh, I don't know. It's just going to all fall out in the wash somehow. These are a 1, 2, 4 set. This pair adds up to 7 without using a 2 or a 3. So it's a 1, 6 pair, and they just get written in if I'm in the right mode. 1 and 6. That fixes 1 and 9 over here. This is a 4 to complete the row. This is a 9, 5 pair to complete the row. That's not a 1, that's not a 4, that's not a 2. Okay, I still don't know really how they resolve, but we've got to get to 6 here. This digit can't be 1 or 5. So that's a 4, that's a 2. I'm just going to go crazy now and get rid of all the colouring in the whole puzzle. Done its job beautifully. That's a 6, I can suddenly see. Right, 2, 4, 6 here. That's not 2, that's not 4. 5, 6, 1, 9, 2, 4. We've got 3, 7 and 8 to place in this. Oh, what's this pair? Right, it's not got a 3 or a 2 in it, so it's either 1, 9 or 4, 6, and there's only one way round for each of those to go. That uses the other one out of 1 and 4. This must be high. This must be high. Didn't we at some point? No, we just knew there's going to be a 6 in one of these cells. Irritating. Those add up to 13, 14 or 17 for these. 7, 8, 9, 5. These are a 3, 6 pair. In fact, that's a naked 3, given the 1, 2, 4 that it sees here, the 7, 8, 9, 5 in the row and the 6 there. This is a 6, similar. This is a 5, 8, 9 triple now. And 4 goes here in the box. 1, 2, 3, 7 still to place. So one of those is a 3. That's 3 or 7. That's 3 or 1. That's 1 or 2. And that's something. The 5, 8, 9 triple. That can't be 8. So now I've got a 5, 9 pair in this column. 5, 9, 7, 2, 8. That's 1 or 3, that's 1, 4 or 3. There's only one place for 6 in the column. And that's what's going to sort this final X out. 6 there, 4 there. That sorts out this 2, 1, 4 triple. That's lovely. I need a 1 in one of those. I'm not quite going to be finished on the hour, but not far off it. That's 1, 2, 4. They're done by this 4. That's not a 4 now, so this is a 1, 3 pair. Oh, that was obvious above. In this row, that, I don't know, 5, 7, 8 or 9. So back to this box. Or this column even. 5 and 9 must be in this group. No, 3 is looking down at this X pair. 3, 2, 6, 7, 1, 4. So these are from 5, 8, 9. Now I'm going to have to do this line finally. This adds up to 14, 13 or 17. Oh, that's quite a big digit. Oh, there's a 2. I can just write a 2 into this box. That's on the line as well. What about this? 5, 8 or 9 by elimination. 2, 7, 4, 6, 1, 3 it sees. So that's a 5, 8, 9 triple. That's a 7. Now, these two have to be less than the sum of these two by the sum of those two. So these can't include the 5 anymore, or we just wouldn't get above the total of these. These must include the 5 on the other hand. So they're now 17. 2 plus a 5 is 7, and then the other two digits make 10, and they must be 9 and 1. That's how it's got to work. So there we go. That's an 8. That sorts out the 9, 8. That bounces back and sorts out the 9, 5. We get a 3 there. That's a 1. This is not 7 anymore. Everything is falling into place. 8, 2, 9, 4, 6, 1. This is a 5, 7, 3 triple. There we go. This is 2, 7, 3, 1, 2, 1, 5, 9, and we finish off now with 8, 5, 9. What a clever puzzle. All about the colouring and doing it well and being able to see your way through it. And I don't think I did it well, but I got there, and that is the joy. I mean, I'm sorry if it's not the clearest solve. It's my own personal attempt to solve the puzzle. Sometimes it's not the best. I don't claim to be the best. I just claim to enjoy them. Thanks, Erin. Well done. And thank you for watching. Do like the video if you have the chance. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.